I really enjoyed Prove It. This is the second segment of the fourth episode of the fourth season of Arthur. And usually when DW is a central character, she annoys me. Sometimes I like that she annoys me because it's part of the character. But in this one, she was actually fabulous. The brain comes over to visit Arthur, and DW is clearly quite a fan of him. She calls him Alan, his proper name, and she begins to listen to what he's talking about. And the brain enjoys this because DW is taking an active interest in the knowledge that the brain has. And DW suddenly becomes interested in science and experiments and what it means to test things. And she becomes quite obsessed with it to the point where she's constantly sharing knowledge. She doesn't always get things correct, but she's always trying. For example, she's showing the Tibble twins how a hose works, and she doesn't quite get the fact that the water isn't just always inside the hose, and she kind of displays some incorrect information, but there's this knowledge, this thirst for knowledge, and this desire to share this knowledge and to do different science experiments, and Arthur's just dumbfounded, completely dumbfounded about this, but he's getting really frustrated because he can't disprove her. Because DW says, well, I have a theory, and I'm proving it because she turned the hose on and water came out. And Arthur couldn't quite explain how it actually worked. So in theory, her version looked correct, and it became so frustrating for Arthur. And there were various different things that DW seemed to claim to be the case, and Arthur just couldn't disprove her. And I think that worked very well because there's a lot of fact displayed in this one. There's a lot of scientific information. Everything, of course, laid out in a way that's very easy for young viewers to digest. DW goes on about H2O. I imagine for a lot of young children, it'll be the first time they learn about H2O and what that actually is. It's educational. It's fun. I loved DW's enthusiasm. I loved the brain in this. Arthur wasn't his best. I think he would admit that it wasn't his best day because DW just seemed to keep getting the better of him. And I really enjoyed it. It was good fun. Anything that champions education and knowledge and a thirst for knowledge is definitely a good thing for me. And this is what we get with Prove It. And I just love the fact that even though DW might not always be right about how things work, she's always shown this admirable quality of wanting to learn, wanting that knowledge. And I think that that's pretty great. Prove It is definitely an episode of Arthur that I really thoroughly enjoyed.